Tai Chi Bo Boo. Tai Chi Bo Boo. With me, Proof B. Okay, so part 2. Magu Zian Shou, which is Chinese for divine marijuana brings immortality. And that's part of the purpose of all these different systems that I put together. Oh, I have different systems. I'm pushing the Tai Chi Bo Boo right now, but I have a self-healing system. There's a yoga that comes out of the Tai Chi, a whole system of yoga that I discovered within the Tai Chi Bo Boo. So I have different systems that I've developed. And it's funny because my girl was like, you're not doing anything. I'm like, you know how long it takes to create one system? I have like 6. Anyway, what are the different parts of Tai Chi Bo Boo? The first part, Kana Bliss culture. Now, in a lot of my videos, I'm always saying I'm using a lighter because in the actual practice, we wouldn't use a lighter because of, whatever that gas is called. That, we'll try to use wooden matches or light something like a string or something first, and then light your herb. We also wouldn't smoke with paper like joints or blunts and all that type of stuff. So that's all part of the system, how to actually smoke. But right now I'm using a lighter. I hold it in to let my body absorb all that good stuff. And then I blow it out with the sound Hu, H-U. By making the sound, it gets all the smoke out of the lungs. I'm not going to give up all my secrets. So, that's the first component to Kana Bliss culture, Gong Fu, Qigong Yoga, etc. is to learn breathing exercises and to be able to get all the smoke out of the lungs, etc. So, I guess the second most important thing is that this Kung Fu is based on what's called Yi, not I, Yi Ching, or book. Classic is a classic, not just any book, a classic of changes. Ooh. So in the temple, we talk about ancient Egyptians, spirituality, because this is practice to me. It's not spirituality in the sense of calling on your ancestors and stuff. This is basically using the energies of nature. I don't want to take too long, but my temple has both the ancient Egyptian, like the music in the background, as well as what you call Chinese Taoist systems. So the system that I'm talking about now, my Tai Chi Bo, is based on these hexagrams. So as you can see, it's going to take a lot of explaining to just explain what my system is. But my system has 64 forms, which are all based on the 64 hexagrams of the I Ching. If you don't know what this is, look it up. I Ching. Now, I specifically use this book of the I Ching because, again, my temple is basically ancient Kemetic and African or African diaspora. You know, I play the African drum, whatever. Everything is not Egyptian, but the basic spirituality is Egyptian. So we use the Medu Neter by Ra Unefa Amen, who wrote this book. But this is a book on the I Ching, which brings us into what you may think is Chinese culture. But if you go back far enough, which is part of the teachings of my school, you will find that the first dynasties, the Xia and the Shang or Shang dynasties, were us, you know, and the originators of the I Ching, the Wu shaman priest who began Taoism, were woolly-haired, nose, dark-skinned peoples. We are the peoples of the whole earth, not just Africa. Everything broke off from Africa, and we were already there, but I'm getting off the subject right now. So this is the foundation to the first form, which I call the first form in Tai Chi Bo is called ichingtao. Chuan means fist. So this is an oracle. Oracle, not necessarily like tarot, but kind of. But I Ching is way deeper because the I Ching is going to tell you the energies. You ask it a question and it's going to tell you, well, this energy is not time for that energy, or okay, this is a good time for that energy, etc. It's not going to be like, oh, your future is bright. Now, personally, I like to use these Zodiac Coins. So I like to use the person's Zodiac, my Zodiac, and then another coin to do the readings. Use 3 coins, So that's the oracle part. You know, whether it's love, marriage, or whatever, I become a channel for your answer. I'm not going to get deep into this. Right here, we have the Tai Chi. It's all toe up. It's like, you know, things that live with me have a rough time. But this is the book for the system. Okay? So most of it is cut and paste, and a lot of it is my handwriting. So when I become rich and famous and all that, this right here, the original copy is going to be worth millions and millions of dollars. But for real, it's like literally, like I'm gonna show you, it's like cut and paste. You know, I took pictures and I literally cut and paste this whole book together, except for the handwritten parts. So yes, if I don't don't lose this like I did a whole bunch of other stuff that I made. I literally hand put the book together. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a basic, first part together to pre-sell the book. But this is the book on the whole system of, am I looking over there? This is the whole system of Tai Chi Bo in pictures and all that good shit. So I've incorporated a lot of stuff in the Tai Chi Bo, including what's called hit medicine. A lot of Kung Fu schools don't even teach that stuff. Hit medicine is like the opposite of Kung Fu. In other words, if you know how to break something, you should know how to fix it. Along with the book also will go, I literally put together some flashcards by hand, one picture at a time. So the book will come with these cards where you can look and see the different forms, and on the back of the cards I wrote, the explanation for the different hexagrams. And all the weapons in the system are what I call street legal weapons. They are based on the 8 immortals of Taoism. Look it up. And one of them is the band. You can see it has metal. I had to try to put this one back together because it was messy. But, you can fight with the fan. This is one of the 8 immortals' weapons. You understand? But the first weapon of the system was my holy bong. I'm getting past 12 minutes again. This is a prototype of a weaponized bong that we used to make. It's made out of a coconut. And as you can see, the flame is a knife. And you can take the stem out and use it. And then you use a bong like a hammer. You can't see it, but it has a little piece here, and you can knock somebody. Ow, that hurt. You understand? So, where's the camera? Cannabis culture, Qigong, Gong Fu, yoga. I'll get into that in another video. And I've got to show the last weapon. We in 13 minutes we'll have one. Of course, if you smoke cannabis, you have a pipe. If you're gonna be into cannabis, Gong Fu, and yoga and Qigong, and this is like the one I just showed you is like the beginning weapon. It's going to be like the symbol, but this is the ultimate cannabis Gong Fu weapon. Shaolin is the staff. Wudang is the sword. Well, this is our sword and our staff and a couple of more weapons. And in our Gong Fu, you learn how to use the iron pipe. Learn to use the iron pipe, baby, and you will be a cannabis Kung Fu master. So those are some of the elements of Tai Chi Bo Kung Fu. Now I showed you the book and the cards, the flashcards. This will also come in as part of the package in the book. The wall hanging, so you can see at the top here, all this is the 64 movements of the Tai Chi Bo. Just below it is some of the movements using the coconut, the bong. We don't say bong, we call it the holy chalice. And at the bottom is the yoga that comes out of the ichingtao form or the ichingchuan form. So this yoga is all static postures based on Chinese yoga, or Chinese zodiac rather. So somebody said I haven't been doing anything, and I'm like, wait a minute, nobody has this. So the whole purpose of this video is that, okay, wait a minute. So there goes some of Seafood's, MC Seafood's medals. And we got some over there on this wall. And the whole purpose of this video is that my school is for teaching people this new system that I've developed based on cannabis to get certified. 10-month certification course to become a certified consultant instructor of Tai Chi Bo. I'm only doing it two ways. You can do it online, or you can come live on the land. Just look at the other videos on the YouTube page. You can come live there and just do a work-study program for free. If you do it online, it's going to be like $40 a month, whatever. Whatever. But if you come live on the land, it's going to be a work-study program. Does that rhyme? But anyway, real Kung Fu. Come out there to the desert. Do some real Kung Fu. All that stuff you're doing in a school. Oh, we don't have mats to fall on. I'm out. Peace. Cannabis, the smoking fist. The smoking fist. That's that real street shit.